Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I want to take this time to acknowledge you guys who are watching, all of our new subscribers. Thank you so much for coming back every week. We do these videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I'm trying to be as consistent as possible. And through your likes, through your comments, and through your new subscriptions, that is definitely helping me keep going. So I want to acknowledge you guys and say thank you so much. If you guys are new to the channel, my name is Sal and I am a dividend growth investor. I'm a business owner and we're tracking our performance through our Robinhood and TD Ameritrade portfolios and how that is growing, how we are collecting those dividends, and how those dividends are being reinvested to grow our portfolio. We're also going to be talking a little bit about minimalism and how we utilize essentialism, minimalism, however you want to describe it, how we use that to change our philosophy and our mentality about how we treat the things in our home, and also getting out of debt while we are homesteading out in the country. If you find value in videos like these where we're transparent with our portfolio, with our debt journey, and how we're getting out of debt, then I would just ask if you could just please leave us a thumbs up, subscribe if you're interested in more videos like these. As I mentioned, we do these videos every Tuesday and every Thursday. So we did it, guys. We broke $1,000 in our Robinhood portfolio. That was no small task. It took consistency, it took drive and determination, and setting aside a specific portion of our income so that we could save and we could invest and we could give away to charity. I did a video on this a couple weeks ago. If you're interested on how you can afford to invest today, I will leave a link in the description below. So since we hit $1,000, I got to thinking, man, what would $1,000 look like 10 years from now? And of course, you'll find no shortage of articles out there about what $1,000, $10,000, $100,000 would be like 10 years ago if you had invested. A lot of times those articles actually tend to bum me out. And they bum me out because 10 years ago, I was 26 years old. I definitely had money to invest, but I was just irresponsible. Like many of us, probably if you're watching this video, you're thinking to yourself, man, 10 years ago, I probably had $1,000 wasted on coffee and movies and going to the bar and just all sorts of nonsense. So even though those types of articles tend to bum me out, because again, 10 years ago, I could have done it. But 10 years from now, what is life going to be like? So as I mentioned, there is no shortage of articles that talk about what $1,000 10 years ago invested would look like today. So we're going to take a look at the top 6 companies from this particular article, and then I'll leave a link in the description below. So grab your pin particles, suit up, and we are going on a time heist. All right, guys, I hope you are all suited up. Everyone's got an extra case of PIM particles. So here we go. We're going to take a quick look at our portfolio. On the day, we are down $3.52 at the start of the day. And on the week, we are up $5. Now, breaking $1,000 was no small task. As I mentioned, it's about consistency and continuing to invest in yourself, in your knowledge, and learning about the tools that are available so that you can understand where to invest and what to invest in. As I've mentioned in the past videos, we do have a much higher risk portfolio. It is a high yield portfolio that we are looking to compound our dividends so that we can reinvest and continue to reinvest and then ultimately balance out the portfolio. For more extensive deep dive into our portfolio, please check back on Thursday and we'll go over what's been going on over the last week. All right, guys, I'm going to need you to close your eyes for just a few minutes. We're going to travel back to 2009. Gisele Bündchen and Tom Brady just got married. Adele won the Grammy for the Best New Artist in 2009. Heath Ledger won the Best Supporting Actor for his performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight. And of course, the S&P 500 started at 1257. So today we're going to be going over 6 companies out of 10 from an article that was featured on many different websites. I'm going to leave a link in the description below to a Yahoo Finance article that talks about what $1,000 invested in stocks 10 years ago would be worth today. So the first company we're going to be looking at is Walt Disney Company, ticker symbol DIS. Back in June of 2009, that share price was $21.11. The share price is $132.04, with a compound annual growth rate of 20.12%. So if you had invested $1,000 in 2009 in Walt Disney Company, your portfolio would now be worth $6,254.86. And of course, with TV shows, networks, movies, and theme parks, Disney has evolved into a massive media conglomerate. Its share price stagnated in 2016 and 2017, due in part to the poor subscriber numbers in the subsidiary ESPN. However, Disney is launching Disney Plus, its standalone streaming service, on November 12th, potentially putting things back on track. The next company we're going to look at is Netflix. I'm sure all of you are Netflix subscribers. Actually, Netflix was one of the first things we cut out to save money every year. But back in 2009, the share price was $5.63. And as of June 1st, 2019, the share price is now $343.28, a compound annual growth rate of 50.84%. So Netflix shares have been prone to large gains and losses as it has grown into a dominant media company. But like Apple, Netflix wasn't exactly the company it is today 10 years ago. In May of 2008, Netflix was primarily a mail-order DVD rental company that had just rolled out a streaming service that was capped at 10 hours of free viewing a month for its base membership. If you predicted that the streaming service was a wave of the future, like CEO Reed Hastings did, every $1,000 you invested in Netflix would be worth over $60,000 today. Next, we're going to talk about a little company called Alphabet. Now, if you're not familiar, Alphabet is actually the parent company or the holding company that is the parent of Google. Back in 2009, the share price was $208.82 as of June 1st. And as of June 1st, 2019, the share price is now $1,106.50. The compound annual growth rate is now 18.5%. And your portfolio would be valued at around $5,298.82. And again, Alphabet is the holding company for the technology giant Google. Over the years, the company has expanded into many different businesses. These range from office productivity products to phones, virtual assistants, and entertainment services. However, while there's plenty of very practical work being done there, many investors got most excited about the firm's moonshot factory that's working on next generation tech products. And for our next company, we're going to be looking at Apple, ticker symbol AAPL. Back in 2009, the share price was an even $17. And as of June 1st, 2019, the share price is now $175.07. The compound annual growth rate is 26.26%. Apple is one of the most iconic and well-known brands in the world, thanks in part to a few key reinventions and rebranding strategies. A decade ago, Apple was a tech firm just 2 years into its release of its first iPhone. Today, it's a consumer goods giant that has ridden the smartphone revolution to its status as one of the most valuable companies in the world, with a valuation that has cleared $1 trillion in the recent year. Next up, we're going to be looking at the Coca-Cola Company, ticker symbol KO. If you had invested $1,000 back in June of 2009, the share price was $29.31. The share price as of June 1st, 2019 was $49.13. That is a compound annual growth rate of 5.3%. Coke is an iconic brand and one of Warren Buffett's favorite investments. However, the declining popularity of sugary soda drinks might be eating into Coca-Cola's profitability in the long run. At just over 5% a year, the return on Coca-Cola stock during a period when the S&P 500 was growing at a pace of 13.79% annually was pretty disappointing. And the last company we're going to be looking at is Walmart, ticker symbol WM. At a share price back in 2009 of $38.77, now looking at a share price in June of 2019 of $101.44. That is a compound annual growth rate of 10.10%, and your portfolio would be worth $1,676.22. Walmart is the world's largest
retailer, but it is facing new headwinds brought on by competition from Amazon. So while a 10% annual return isn't half bad in most cases, here it means the company underperformed compared to the market and investors would have been better served by many other stocks. If you're interested in this article, I'm going to leave a link in the description below. It talks about 4 more companies, if you would have made bad investments in some of these companies and what that would have meant in terms of loss. But again, I'll leave a link in the description below to what $1,000 in stocks 10 years ago would be worth today.
Thank you guys so much for joining us on another video. Again, we do these every Tuesday and every Thursday. If you're interested in more videos like these, please appease the YouTube gods and leave us a thumbs up, subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time.